When I put it all over my lid, I was like, that's cute. I like that a lot. It's cute. She's a cute little collection. Hi guys. Oh, welcome back to watching Nelly Doing Things. I am back to talk about some new makeup. If you guys already know the deal, what this is about to be from Juvia. So Juvia came out with a blushed collection as well. I did the bronze collection a few days ago, guys, and now we're moving on to the blushed one. So before I jump all the way into these cuties, don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, which is Nelly Doing Things. And also don't forget to leave a comment below. And as well, don't forget to hit the notification button while you're down there as well. So let's get right on into these. Okay, so in this cute little collection, they do give you the Blushed Rose palette, and then we do get the Blushed Robe Volume 1. They did have a Volume 2, I believe, with blushes. Those were the lighter shades. I did get the darker shades from the collection. Again, this has that packaging, which I actually love. It does have those women's faces on there again, and this time it's pinky blushy colors. So very, very pretty. I like it. It's just like the bronze, but pinky, mauvey, blush kind of colors. So this palette again is pressed pigments and eyeshadows in it. It is a 6-pan palette again. At the top, it does say Blushed Rose. Look at that. Very, very cute. And then, of course, we got the pretty shades. Yes, yes, yes. Next is the blush palette. Again, I think everyone knows the new additions of what we want to know about. So on the front, it does have the women's faces again, the hues. But what I noticed on this packaging is they kind of have these kind of dots and squares right there. That kind of, it's like a little half circle there. So this one is described, the Blush Duo blushes consist of 2 complementary rich and buildable soft powders that provide a smooth and highlighted definition to the cheeks. This packaging again is very, very good. It reminds me of that flip phone. You guys know about my other video. Go check that out, by the way. So this does have that nice mirror at the top again. I love that. I like this thin kind of mirror situation. I think it's very cute. I'm glad she finally gave us a mirror in these 2 new collections. And then of course we do have the blushes. Look at that. Yeah, colors are so pretty. But like before, I'm not gonna jump into these just yet because y'all, I did a look with it and I think you guys may want to check it out. So if you want to get this look, stay tuned. go back into the Blushed Rose palette. Again, you get 4 mattes, 2 shimmers in this palette, of course. These 2 pinks right up here, those 2, they almost look the same, but out of those 2, I would have to say this one's better. That one gave me more of that pinky definition on my eyes that I really wanted. This light pink one kind of just was there. It's a good transition color in the back. But I just mixed both because I was like, well, let's put both on. It was okay until I spiced it up a little bit with this pink. So those 2 are okay. And this lighter pink in the middle, I think she's cute. I used her at the end of my wing. She is pigmented. She does show up, of course. I would really like to see that pinky color on my lid and just pretty much buffed out, just like a pinky smoky eye. It's not smoky. Like a pinky blunt out kind of like eye. That'd be very, very cute. But that color is just like the other pink mattes in my opinion. They're pretty, but it's like, yeah, it's okay. This dark, rich color, she is nice. Very, very, very nice. I have to admit, out of the mattes, this dark one and this warmer kind of pinky one is my favorite out of the mattes in this little palette because these showed up and showed out and just a little bit. I didn't need too much. I love that. Orange shimmer, start with her. She's cute. You guys know I put her right at the bottom. If I did put that orangey color with this dark brown, rosy kind of color, that'd be very, very pretty, but it reminds me of the bronze palette though if I did that. I'm not a crazy fan of it. I feel like it's pigmented, it's cute. Would have loved they had another sparkle in it, like a purple sparkle or like a rose sparkle in it. That would be pretty. Speaking of rosy sparkles though, last shimmer right here. Y'all, I had that slabbed right on my lid. It is so pretty. Now it is a little, she's not powdery, she's a little crumbly a little bit, but who cares, you know? Like, look at that. Just it's so pretty. It's like a rose gold, like a rose gold shimmer with like a little extra pink in it. It's one of my favorite shades out of this little palette. I was like, oh, I like swatched it before I put it on. I was like, well, let me swatch on my finger real quick because I was like, that's pinky pink, okay, a little rosy pink. It's so beautiful on the lid and it's so pigmented. You could just build and build and build. It's really pretty. Like I said, it has a lot of shimmer, kind of fall a little bit, or it's a little crumbly, but I don't care. This color's so pretty. I was like, wow. When I put it all over my lid, I was like, that's cute. I like that a lot. Out of the whole entire palette, that color is my favorite. This matte and that matte. So 1, 2, 3, well, 3 out of 6 is not bad to like half of the palette, or half the palette did impress me, that is. There are palettes, of course, from her, like a lot of the Sweet 16. I keep calling it Sweet 16. In the pink palette, the mauve palette that she had, this is pretty much in that same category, but they're all slightly different. Juvia, they like doing that. They're like, oh, here, but a little bit different, a little bit warmer, a little more pinky, a little more purple, a little more red. I think the pink palette she came up with is still better than the mauve and this one, but this one is better than the mauve palette though. But this one is very, very beautiful. A cute little blushy rose palette. If you like rosy, blushy colors, you're gonna love this palette regardless, because pigmentation, good payout, and you can create many looks with matte and the shimmer. So for the rosy girl, she is a goodie to have. All right, last but not least is the blush palette. So let's get into her. So with this palette, just like the bronzer, set up with the 2 shades that you get. Out of both of the colors, the orangey one is my favorite. Now, I'm probably biased because I love orangey. I even love yellow blushes. Brighter, vibrant blushes versus the darker mauve berry kind of blushes. I just feel like they look kind of, I don't want to be mean, but kind of washed out and old looking on you. I feel like it matures you a little too much. I don't care for darker, plummy, anything really. So vibrant, and I'm like, I want that vibrancy. So to me, out of these 2 colors, the orangey one was beautiful because this one alone, it just brightened up my face, and I feel like that's the main kind of glow of a blush. And then with the second shade up here, this darker one, I feel like she was just so dark. You guys can see from the swatch, she came on very, very quick and very just stark. And I'm like, oh, she's not quite buildable. But the orange one in a way was. But this one compared to the bronzing palette, to me, the bronzing palette performed like the description to the T. It was amazing. This one is kind of like her other blushes. You got to be very careful. They're very pigmented. To me, none of Juvia's Place's blushes are buildable in my opinion. I feel like they're all just like, tread lightly. This is pigmentation, girl. Like and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I just don't, the blushes aren't buildable compared to the bronzer ones. But these are still beautiful, beautiful colors. I still say the vibrancies of these colors in here are always pigmented to the T. They're always elite. She always gets that right. The darker berry color at night and then a nice vibrant springy summery color during the day. You'll love this palette because it is like a traditional like darker, deeper with a lighter vibrant color. I do still say tread lightly when you apply these blushes though because they have a punch. She's very pigmented just like her shadows. The blushes are the same. So y'all, overall, I believe this collection was very, very cute. I'm trying to think in my head when I compare it to the bronzy versus the blushed. I still love blushes. I love any kind of rosy, deep rosy colors. I think they're very pretty too. And then the bronzes are always gorgeous on your skin, especially if you're warm toned like myself. You're gonna usually probably love it. This blush rose collection I know is gonna be beautiful during fall and winter because you just like the blushy look and it's gonna be just softer. And I think it's just as good as the bronzing collection. There's some things that are a little bit better, but I think those are close to almost as good as the bronzing collection. This blushed rose palette, I feel like that's more of an everyday palette that you can wear all kinds of different ways. Compared to the bronzing one, I feel like you're going out somewhere. It's a little more of a party palette, you know, a little more, you know, you're going out doing stuff. This one I feel like is appropriate, very, very appropriate for work. And the blushes from this collection, I felt like they performed like all her other blushes from before. So that's why I'm not too surprised. Like when I see that it was very pigmented, now, ooh, it's not so buildable. They got me there a little bit, but her blushes are always like that. And there's nothing wrong with that because they do last forever because you dip once and that's all you need for both cheeks, you know? But I think this collection overall, if you are a blush girl, you like a rosy blush, a rosy whole situation, you'll love this whole collection. I know I like a lot of it. I love being the soft pinky sometimes, you know? I think this collection was very, very cute. Compared to the bronzer, I feel like that was hot. So guys, thank you for watching me. This is Nelly Doing Things. And don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, which is Nelly Doing Things. And as well, don't forget to leave a comment below. Which one do you like? Do you like the bronze collection? Or do you like the blush collection? And while you're down there, don't forget to hit the notification button before you go. You guys already know what I'm about to say. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Bye.